Hello everybody, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. I'm so excited to record today's video because it is highly requested that I do my current go-to makeup routine. So this makeup routine is something that I like to do every single day for work. It's super quick and I just feel really put together every time I do it. So let's get into it. There are two things that I really want to stress about doing your makeup in general, whether it be your like high glam, your everyday routine, whatever. You must do the skin prep. It doesn't matter really like what you're prepping with, as long as it's very hydrating for your skin. I have my skincare on, but I'm going to go back in and like hydrate again, or else you're going to be creasing. Your makeup is not going to like melt into your skin the way you want it to. That's number one. Number two, which is a little bit harder and it's not always feasible, is I notice such a big difference if my brushes are clean, the way that the makeup lays on my skin. If my brushes are like starting to get really dirty or crusty, like it's a little bit splotchy. So those are my two pro tips. Make sure your skin is very hydrated and juicy, like that's my favorite word, juicy. And make sure your brushes are clean if possible. I know it's not easy. So anyway, let's get into it. First, I'm gonna start with a little bit of road glazing milk, like I said, to juice up the skin. So I like to put mine in my hand. I know like the girlies like to put it on their face directly, but I like to warm it up in my hand and start to rub. So where we're really gonna wanna work this in is the T-zone right here, under the eyes. Oh yeah. Personally for me, the under eyes are a problem area. So I really like to make sure that they are hydrated so that when I conceal, we're looking spectacular. Oh yeah. Already you can see just like the difference that made using Rhode. Also, when I first tried the Rhode glazing milk, I really did not love it, if I'm honest. And now, I don't know, I really do like it. For before my makeup prep, I thought that maybe it was breaking me out, but I've been using it for a while now, honestly, and I have not had any issues, so it must have been something else that was breaking me out. So that's that. Okay, next, once again, I'm super extra. I'm going to spray my face with the Kosas Cloud Set for even more. Oops, I'm slippery. Hold on. Oh no, oh no. Let's do a little bit of this. Okay, for just, again, a little bit more hydration. Love. Okay. Oh, I just swallowed that. Okay. We are going to go in first with Makeup Forever Super Boost. This is just like my skin tint of choice for today. My other skin tint that I love is this one. It is by G Beauty. It is called the Prime Skin. It's amazing. I just go back and forth between these two. I'm just feeling like Makeup Forever today, so we will do that. I go in with usually like 3 lines per side. Perfect. And then we will rub. I love this Say Beauty brush. It's like super thick. It's actually sometimes better to take this on the back of your hand, but sometimes I just like, for time's sake, I do this. And also, I don't always like to get the back of my hand dirty, lol. But that is why. But sometimes when you're putting it on the back of your hand first, it is nice. It just distributes the product nicely. Sometimes with blush, I do that, especially with your base. I feel it's less important, but that's just me. This brush is so delicious. Also, notice how I haven't done my forehead first, because I want the least amount of product on there. So now what's left over on my brush, I will drag up and do this. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the mirror in front of me to make sure that I don't look crazy. And so I swipe, but then I dab on top just to make sure there are no, oh, there feels like there's a hair on me. To make sure there's no like streaks or anything, brush marks, brush swipes, whatever you call them. Okay, we're looking juicy, we're looking plump, that is what we want. Great. This is like perfect for just like everyday work makeup. Okay, amazing. We're looking good here. done. Next, I like to go in with a cream bronzer. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. It is so easy to use. Literally, I have never heard of anybody having trouble using this product. It's for dummies. It blends out deliciously. It is creamy. It is silky smooth on your skin. And we will start dabbing that in. I start on the cheekbone, as so. Oh, it's so delicious. I rub it onto my eye for a little bronze. You can rub the excess on your forehead, on the nose. Next cheek. Up. Keep going up. Eyes. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Delicious. It's literally like butter on my skin. Forehead. Dab her up. This is why I don't like to put so much base on my forehead, because I usually bronze it up with this cream product and conceal pretty well. So then the chin, and then I do a swipe here and a swipe here. Super easy. And I know I look like crazy juicy right now. My favorite word, juicy. But it all goes down, don't worry. Okay, tap this out a bit more in here. Gorgeous. That's my bronzer. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm gonna use Tower 28 today for my day look, which I do like the most for this, I believe, usually. If I can find her. Oh, I didn't do my brows. Usually you should be doing brows before anything. Sorry, we have a hair? No, we're good. Okay, let me do my brows really quick. I'm actually just gonna brush them up. Hopefully there's no product in them. And then hopefully that got rid of any product that was lying around. Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. I do like a soft swipe because my eyebrows get a little bit crazy if I'm using this like to fluff them up. I have very thick brows, so they can get out of hand real quick. So I just do a light thing like that, and then they are in place. Okay. Next, Tower 28 concealer. I love this concealer for every day. It's very serum-like. It's delicious. It's light on your skin. I'm gonna go right here. On a period, so I'm about to get it rather, so I'm having some hormonal acne situations. Gonna cover that little spot right there. And then for me, the under eyes are very important. Like I said, I go like this with a little triangle, swipe, triangle here again, and swipe. Some people like to contour right here with a little bit more. I'm not gonna do that today. I don't need anything like too crazy. Again, this is not my like full glam look. So I take the Mario F4 brush. I take this side. There's two sides. This one's a little bit bigger. I go with the smaller side, and I start to just buff it out like this for a nice clean everyday look. If I'm dabbing it in place, it's gonna be much more like high glam, high definition. I will dab when I'm going out at night, but I just want this to be easy. And also, again, I live in Miami, so I don't like to like sweat my makeup off. I want it to look pretty natural. And then go here. This also helps with creasing. Go here. I'm gonna do the eyes last. I'm gonna do my forehead. I'll dab my forehead out because I don't like to move the bronzer so much around here. And I have a little pimp right here. So we're gonna dab her in too for max coverage. So we're really just doing the T-zone. I got that hair. There was a hair. So now I'm going to dab the eyes because I do want more coverage here. Like I said, I kind of struggle with eye bags and under eye circles. That is my problem area. So I will be dabbing as so. And then I kind of bring it down the nose Do you see like how beautifully that blends out? It is such a beautiful concealer. I really love that for every day. I also like the G Beauty one. My everyday makeup, G Beauty is great. It's clean also, and it feels very delicious on your skin. So I can do another video with that routine. It's very similar. I just like their brightening concealer and their prime skin. Both are amazing for everyday situation. I'm sure I could do a high glam video for nighttime too with it, but I just don't usually use it in the night. I use my Natasha Denona, and I use real foundation instead of a skin tint. Okay, now what I like to do is go back in with Kosas and rejuicify the face. Can you see the theme here? Perfect. And just sometimes I like to dab under my under eye to make sure that everything is in place and there's no crease. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is go with our blush. So my favorite blush, and then I'll clean it up with my concealer brush just with the residue product. I like this Mario brush for blush. It is the F1. People also like this side for concealer. I've used it before. I just prefer the F4. And we're gonna go in with the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil by Mario in Rose Crush. Looks like this. So what I like to do, look, I'm like literally hitting pan, which is tough for me. I just get my product. I actually like wipe it on the lid, and then we just start dabbing in as so. This is literally my dream everyday blush. It's so perfectly pink, but like not too crazy. Obviously you can see. And it really like contours the face perfectly for me. Take it onto the forehead a little. You essentially want to go where you get sunburned is what they say. So you usually get a little bit right there on your chin. Et voila. And then I'm going to go back with my concealer brush and kind of like dab it out right here instead of like, you know, specifically contouring with more concealer, because again, I just want this to be like a natural look for the day, nothing too crazy. And then what I like to do is go in with my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte. This is the best powder ever. I'm obsessed with it. Where's my little puff? Here it is. I get these puffs on Amazon, so you don't have to spend so much money. I get like, you know, a big pack, and they're like very cheap. I'm sure you can buy a puff at Sephora for so much money. And I lightly dab in the T-zone. So I'll start at the chin, go up to the nose, go here, kind of bring it up my cheek like that for a little bit of coverage. I'm patting it on the back of my hand, and then we'll go into the forehead like this. And then I do my eyes last. And I start right here and I work my way up, 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 up. Keep dabbing, bring it down. Look at that. Amazing. And then same technique on this side. The reason I start a little bit down is so that there's not a huge buildup of product right in the corner of my eye, and it looks more natural. Next, which is pretty much the last step, I go in with this Rare Beauty Illuminizer in shade Flaunt. Looks like this. And I just put, actually I'm going to spray one more time with Kosas. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my brush, directly on my brush, like that. And I will go back in and be very careful to not mess up my powder. But since we just resprayed, we should be fine. So that it's not just too dry. And then apply a little bit more, like 3 dots. Very lightly, and then go on the other side. And I'll start higher, not on the apple of my cheek, so that it's more of a highlight. And then just go over again, take it on my eye. And boom. So that is the base. And then all I'm going to do is retouch up my lip, which I already had a little bit on just from the day. So I don't like to do mascara during the day. That is a personal choice. What I am gonna do is curl my lashes and put Vaseline on them. So hold on, let me go get my lip combo. Okay, so for the day, the lip combo I love is Rhode in Lunge. It's like a little pinky nude. Here we go. Perfect. It's so great for the day. It's like not too intense, but it totally like outlines your lips perfectly. And then I just go in with a hydrating lip balm. This is the Ole Henriksen in, what is this? Strawberry Sorbet. Delish. I love, everybody knows I love the creme brulee for nighttime. Perfect. So good. And then here is my trick with the lashes. This is the Vaseline in Gold Dust. It just has like a little bit of shimmer in it. It's cute. I take it, a little bit of it, and I spread it between my middle fingers. It's actually a little bit too much. Let me dab some on my back of my hands. And then I take my Shiseido eyelash curler, which is the best eyelash curler. I totally could have done this before my makeup too, just obviously forgot. So we're going to curl, curl, curl. You guys are gonna just die when you see how curled the lashes get. I have also very straight lashes. Then we take the Vaseline and we put it on the lashes. And it gives you just like a natural lash lift kind of look, as so. Wow, amazing. And no mascara, so it's super easy to take off. And you don't even need to take it off, but just like when you're showering, getting rid of your glam anyway, you don't have to like rip all your eyelashes off, which is super nice. Curling the left. Look at this eyelash curler, you guys, it's seriously crazy. Make sure you focus on the outer edges of your lashes. And boom. So this is the final look. I love it for every day. Let me take out my little clips. It's perfect. You're glowing. You're pretty natural looking, but like you could be doing anything with this makeup on. Going to your corporate job, podcast interview. It's super easy. Obviously I walked you through it and was talking through everything, so it feels longer, but seriously it takes 5 minutes. So I hope you guys loved this little makeup routine, and I love filming my makeup, so let me know what kind of glam you want to see next, and happy Vlogmas. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.